Now be careful when you're loading these and pay close attention, because I was not paying close attention. I made this 2 bricks tall and I did the correct offset as in the instructions. However, this does not look right. So if I go back in here and I look at the profile, this profile, actually these are backwards. I don't know why it doesn't put these in the right order sometimes, but this profile is not 2 bricks. This is wall sweep windowsill 2 bricks. So we can hit apply and you can see that that is actually a thicker piece that sticks out, which is why we have the -4" offset. So I'm going to do the next one, which is load oops, we don't need to load profile, we need to add. See how it's putting these in between? I don't know why it does that sometimes. It doesn't seem to put it in order from top to bottom. That's fine as long as the heights are correct. It will show up in the right order in the wall. So this next one is a soldier course of 1 brick. This is also precast, and this is 14 feet. And again, a -3 5/8" offset. So I'm just going to get out of that for now. So you can see here in section where these are all showing up. So if we go to our north elevation, you can start to see how we're breaking this large wall area up with these horizontal banding elements. So this piece that projects is a windowsill, and this piece that doesn't project is basically a window head. So this is a nice way to break this up. And you can see that this band here aligns with this piece here. Of course, this aligns with this because that's the height of our windows. So to get those heights, what I did again was I measured from the base 0, 0, and I would go up again to the top, because that is the location of these wall sweeps. So you can see here this one is that 30'5" and 99/256. So that's where I'm getting these dimensions. And this is that, if I could get the right one, the 20 feet 11. Well, that's actually not what I had. That looks correct though. But that's where those numbers are coming from. I'm going to get the rest of these wall sweeps in this wall, and then we'll come back and I'll show you a little bit on how to document those. So I've got all my sweeps in here. You can see that separate color that we have here. We add a band of decoration with a piece of cast stone or precast above and below to break up this elevation. We also have our water table in here. Now I'm going to go to the north elevation to document this, and we're going to do dimensions from 0, 0, and we're going to go up to there. We're going to document this whole course all together, and just going to each of these bands, top and bottom, and then up to there. I'm going to bring this out to about there. Now the way that we document this a lot, because again these dimensions are very, very specific because they're brick coursings, is that we can simplify that by just counting brick courses and calling them out as such. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brick courses. We can go to this dimension. Oh, I think I got the wrong dimension. Sometimes it helps to actually pull these out first. And now I can replace that text with 6 BC for 6 brick courses. This next one I can pull out, replace that with 7 brick courses. so on and so forth. And you know, I like to get these all lined up looking very nice. This one here, we're going to pull out, place with text. This is 4 brick courses. And again, get that lined up so it looks nice. And that's how you're going to document this, using basically, for the most part, not all of these are, but for the most part, numbers of brick courses in your dimension strings. Now don't forget, before you print, to reset your visual style back to hidden line with shadows on. Now I should point out another thing that's good to know is when you put these shadows on, if you print that view, so we've placed this on our sheet. Let me find my sheet here. No, I don't have this on a sheet, don't worry about it. But when we print with shadows on, you'll probably notice it in my PDF here. If you zoom in on these views, it's very hard to read. And that's because as soon as you put shadows on, it's rendering this using a raster image, so a series of dots to create the image. You'll notice the lines themselves, the annotations, are still very crisp no matter how close you zoom in. So this is a combination. It prints to vector all of the lines, but the building itself, because of those shadows, it prints to raster. So keep that in mind if you ever print to a PDF like I'm doing here. Again, you can see in PDF, this is vector. No matter how much I zoom in on my plan lines, they're very crisp. So I just wanted to point that out when you put these shadows on. However, the shadows do really help this elevation look a lot better and read better on the sheet. You can tell that this is in front of this because it's casting a shadow. Same thing here. This is in front of this because it's casting a shadow. If you really look closely, you'll even see that we even get a little shadow line under our windowsill because it's sticking out. So in AutoCAD, we generally show these planes, these receding planes, using line thickness, but in Revit we can use other things like these shadows to help us perceive what's in front of us and what's further away. So that's it for this assignment. Make sure that you just document each of these elevations as shown in the final deliverable. And thank you.